Welcome to today's episode of Insight Weekly, where we delve into the most pressing developments shaping our world. I'm Alvin, and today we are examining a monumental event unfolding in the United States, a general strike that has captured the attention of the nation and is being heralded as the most significant coordinated day of action since the Civil War era. This event, dubbed Workers Over Billionaires and May Day Strong, is not just a protest. It is a powerful economic disruption aimed at highlighting the growing chasm between everyday citizens and the corporate elite. As of May 1st, 2026, nearly 500 organizations have mobilized to orchestrate over 750 events nationwide. This massive movement is a concerted effort to draw attention to calls for dignity, justice, and public investment over and above corporate profits. It involves a wide-ranging boycott of work, schools, and shopping, designed to affect the nation's economic pulse, with educators, parents, students, and community members participating en masse. A notable component of this action is the involvement of teachers, whose walkouts alone could bring classes to a standstill across multiple districts. What makes this strike particularly noteworthy is its scale and timing. It represents the first large-scale nationwide work stoppage in nearly a century, underscoring deep-seated public frustration with economic inequality, immigration enforcement, tax policies, and the perceived threats to democratic processes. The timing is crucial as it precedes the 2026 elections, potentially amplifying demands for systemic change and pressuring policymakers to respond. This event, unfolding on May Day, a traditional labor holiday, has been transformed into a contemporary demonstration of collective power. The message is clear. The ordinary workers, the backbone of the economy, are mobilizing against what they perceive as billionaire-driven agendas. This reflects a broader discontent with political developments, including recent Supreme Court rulings on voting rights, state-level interventions in public education, and aggressive immigration measures. The Workers Over Billionaires movement is not occurring in a vacuum. It builds on the foundations laid by previous protests, such as the No Kings actions, which already highlighted issues of wealth disparity and democratic fairness. However, this iteration adds a significant economic dimension, explicitly targeting financial levers to wobble the economy. By doing so, organizers hope to showcase the disparities in wealth and power that they argue have reached untenable levels. The implications of this strike are far-reaching. Should participation levels meet or exceed expectations, the impact on the nation's GDP could be measurable, potentially reshaping labor dynamics in the U.S. A strong turnout may embolden further strikes or boycotts, shifting bargaining power toward workers and compelling a reevaluation of policy priorities. This could influence corporate responses and midterm election strategies, as policymakers are forced to address these growing demands. Conversely, should the disruption lead to significant backlash or fail to produce the desired economic impact, it could stall momentum for progressive causes. This underscores the risks inherent in such a bold strategy. While aiming to galvanize change, the movement must tread carefully to avoid alienating potential supporters or exacerbating political divisions. In the long term, today's actions could redefine May Day in the United States, positioning it not just as a day of labor recognition, but as a recurring platform for economic activism. This has the potential to galvanize a new generation of activists dedicated to addressing inequality and protecting democratic institutions. In a landscape marked by polarization, this movement could either bridge divides or deepen them, depending on how the subsequent narrative unfolds. In conclusion, the general strike of May 1st, 2026, is a pivotal moment in American socio-political history. It encapsulates the growing discontent among workers, educators, and community members who are increasingly unwilling to accept the status quo. As we watch this story unfold, it will be crucial to observe not only the immediate consequences, but also the long-term effects on labor relations, political discourse, and societal values. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Insight Weekly. I'm Alvin, and I look forward to bringing you more in-depth analysis next time. Stay informed, stay engaged,